I'm a New York actor, writer, director. New York theater parties, they're basically unofficial talent shows, and I wasn't the guy that sang show tunes, and I didn't want to be the guy reciting Hamlet in the corner. You don't want to be that dude. So I used to take out my cards and perform magic tricks. So that was my genesis, really. That's when I started to become pro-ish. Truth is, I think acting is a lot like magic. An actor transforms himself into a completely different person. A doting father, or a drunk, a business tycoon, or a con man. That's magic. So I've always thought that in being an actor, I've been performing a kind of magic all along. Penn, Teller, to fool or not to fool? Tonight, that is the question.
Stepping into the Fool Us spotlight, Andy Gershenzon.
Penn, Teller, thank you very much for having me. I love playing cards because for so many people, a card trick is their first experience with conjuring. Who among us hasn't had an uncle or a friend who showed us our first card trick with a beat-up old deck on a camping trip? Or late at night at the kitchen table? Allison, you have no doubt been asked to pick hundreds of cards over the many years you've hosted this show, so tonight I won't bother you with flipping through the deck or telling me when to stop shuffling. I'll simply ask you to name a card. Not your favorite card. I could know what that is. I want you to name a card you've never named before.
A 9 of spades.
The 9 of spades, thank you. I snap. That's the magic moment. And I don't want to be presumptuous, Allison, but I think this one could fool you. Because watch as I spell fooled you. F-O-O-L-E-D-Y-O, and this is you for fooled you. And if this worked, here should be your card, the 9 of spades. Thank you. Another thing I love about cards is there's so many different ways to make the magic happen. Penn, would you do the honor of naming a different card?
Sure. The 8 of hearts.
The 8 of hearts, thank you. Now, Penn, if your card is on top, that would be a miracle. And I will take full credit. No. But maybe it's second from the top. That could be, I don't know, interesting or curious enough. No again. And that's fine, because we're gonna use these 2 random cards to find your card somewhere within the center of the pack. Penn, do me a favor. I'm gonna run my finger down the deck. You just say stop whenever you want.
Stop.
Right here?
Yep.
Or do you wanna keep going?
I'll stay there.
All right, I'm gonna take the 2 cards, put them in that very spot, and here's where things get very interesting. 2 random cards, exactly where you told me to put them. They reach into the pack, and they pull out, they capture a single card between them. Now that's fascinating, but it's only magic if it's the card you wanted. Penn, one more time, what card did you want?
8 of hearts.
And there we have the 8 of hearts. Thank you. Now, it is with honor and humility that I invite Teller to please join me on stage. Teller, I have been dreaming of performing for you ever since I first started practicing magic as a child. I don't have to sell you on the beauty of magic with cards. You understand better than anyone how much wonder lives in these 52 pieces of paper. Please observe that each of these cards is different, and if you are satisfied, give them a fair shuffle and a fair cut. I made both Allison and Penn's cards appear in miraculous ways. Teller, for your card, I made a prediction. Please Look at the top card you cut to, but don't let us see it yet. First, I want to show you my prediction. I have been dreaming of this day for so long. And in all my dreams, Teller cuts directly to the king of clubs. Teller, just like I dreamed, please show everyone that your card is, in fact, the king of clubs. The king of diamonds. That's not in my dream. But it is in my reality.
Andy Gershenzon! That was very impressive.
Thank you.
You did it right under his nose.
I know. It was intense.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And so was your dream a recurring dream? Or just
Yes.
a really significant once?
It's recurrent and significant.
And does he always pick the same card?
He always picks the same card.
And how does the dream end? Trophy?
You know, I wake up. But right before, I find out, I wake up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're from New York. Isn't that a
Yes.
great place to perform?
It is a great place to perform. You know, sometimes I'll step onto the subway, take out the cards, see what happens. It's sort of my Venus flytrap. And, by the next stop, we're having a party.
So what's the strangest show you've ever done?
One time, I was hired to do a performance in the back of a limousine for a bachelorette party. It was a very long limousine. I went up and down the limo and did magic for each of the
Wow.
ladies, yeah.
All right, Andy, you made your dream into a trick. Let's see if your trick turns into a trophy.
Well, Andy, what a nice, clean way of doing magic. It looks just really beautiful and really friendly. And you did 3 tricks for us. 3 tricks for us. First one for Allison, a really, really nice trick. We knew it. They did a trick for me, and it was a really, really good trick. Between the 2 cards, really nice, really clean, and we knew it. And then I said, as Teller was going up, I said, Teller, when you're going to go up there and you're going to be sitting there, you're going to be right on top of him. And I'm not going to be able to see as clearly, because Teller was within feet of you, and I'm back here yards and yards from you. And I just kept saying to myself, this is all on Teller, This is no longer Fool Us, it's Teller. And Teller was watching you like a hawk. And I was kind of illin' and chillin' like a little Bobby Dylan. I was just letting Teller take it. And some people say he knows a lot more magic than I do, and he does. He really does. So it was really mano a mano, you and Teller. That was it. And you did not, I will repeat, you did not fool us. You fooled Teller, and that's good enough.
Whoa! You
Yes!
Yay!
No way.
We have
Oh, my
a
gosh.
fooler.
And I'm totally clean.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so
We have a
much.
fooler.
You fooled him.
Andy Gershenzon! Sweet dreams!